There's a common myth that social people are born with an endless stream of charm, wit, and anecdotes ready to spill at the perfect moment. The truth is, great conversationalists aren't blessed with a magic tongue. They're trained in a quiet discipline, the art of paying attention. If you've ever found yourself mid-conversation, staring at your shoes and mentally pleading for your brain to produce something, it's not because you're boring, it's because you're not listening properly. Let's break down how to be social, not as a performance, but as a way of being that naturally keeps conversations alive. 1. Shift the spotlight. The biggest mistake shy or quiet people make in social settings is assuming they need to perform, to say clever things, to tell big stories, to impress. That pressure freezes the mind. The trick is to reverse the spotlight. Instead of focusing on what you should say, focus entirely on the other person. Ask about their thoughts, their hobbies, their opinions. But here's the twist. Don't just ask questions for the sake of filling silence. Ask with curiosity. If someone mentions they've been to Italy, don't just ask, "Oh, how was it?" That's conversational autopilot. Ask, "What's something about Italy that surprised you?" Or, "Was there a place you found overrated?" People light up when they sense genuine interest, and that glow is the fuel that keeps a conversation alive. 2. Think in layers, not lines. Imagine every topic like an onion. The surface layer is the fact, "I work in marketing." The deeper layers are the stories, emotions, frustrations, and dreams underneath. Great conversationalists instinctively peel back layers. Someone says, "I've been busy with work." Most people nod politely and move on. But if you ask, "Is it the good kind of busy or the soul-draining kind?" you instantly invite a more honest human exchange. Conversations die when we skate on surfaces. They thrive when we risk curiosity. 3. Stop rehearsing responses. One silent killer of good conversation is the mental rehearsal. That constant internal narration where you're planning your next sentence while the other person is still talking. You're not in the moment. You're in your head, editing yourself like a nervous scriptwriter. Here's the counterintuitive move. Stop thinking ahead. Let there be space between their last sentence and your next. Pauses don't make you awkward. They make you real. People can sense when you're actually listening. Your responses become more natural, less filtered. It's like jazz. You can't play it right if you're clinging to the sheet music. 4. Use the 3-thread rule. Every time someone speaks, there are usually at least 3 conversational threads you can pull on. Facts, feelings, and philosophies. Let's take an example. Them. I've been trying to get into running lately. The threads you could pull. Fact. Oh, what kind of shoes are you using? Feeling. Do you actually enjoy it? Or is it more of a discipline thing? Philosophy. What made you decide to start running? Like, was there a trigger moment? Each thread leads somewhere new. If you get stuck in one, switch threads. This mental trick ensures you never run dry. 5. Match energy, not words. Social mastery isn't about talking a lot. It's about vibe calibration. Some people want laughter, others want calm. Some conversations thrive on storytelling, others on subtle empathy. When you learn to match energy rather than content, you create flow. If someone's animated about a story, mirror their excitement. If they're reflective, slow your tone. Humans subconsciously sync with those who feel on their wavelength. That feeling of connection is what makes even simple small talk feel good. 6. Embrace the silences. Silences aren't enemies. In fact, they're the punctuation marks that make the dialogue readable. When you stop fearing them, you gain power. The person who's comfortable with a pause often controls the rhythm of the interaction. If there's a lull, smile. Look around. Comment on the environment. This cafe always plays the strangest music, or I swear every barista here has perfect hair. Observations like these re-anchor both of you in the shared reality. They restart the flow without forcing it. 7. Build a mental library. People who never run out of things to say aren't improvising from scratch. They've stocked their minds with material, not memorized jokes or quotes, but experiences, stories, curiosities. Pay attention throughout your week. Read a strange article. Notice something odd on your commute. Reflect on a tiny insight. These become conversational sparks. The more you feed your curiosity in private, the more you have to draw from in public. The best talkers are first, the best observers. 8. Don't try to be liked. Try to be present. The paradox of being social is that trying to impress people actually makes you less interesting. When you stop performing and start being present, noticing details, emotions, the rhythm of the moment, you naturally say the right thing. Presence creates connection. Connection creates flow. And flow eliminates the fear of running out of words. Conclusion. Being social isn't about learning scripts. It's about training your attention. Most people think they're bad at conversation because they don't know what to say. But really, they're just not looking closely enough at what's already in front of them. If you can see people, their nuances, their humor, their energy, you'll never run out of things to say. Because conversation isn't a performance. It's a shared act of noticing the world together.